Week 14 of the
Shoot,
National Football League. And coming up, blessing the league
like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
And it's coming
X101 SPP2W, X101 SPP2W, X101 SPP2W, X101 SPP2W, X101 SPP2W.
on EA Sports.
Shoot, scores!
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson
Like
up here
poop
in the
through a
booth.
diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
Tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a...
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Carr working out of the gun. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Black Knights. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Black Knights will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Conklin goes in motion. Nick snap on 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Redwoods hug team now. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Black Knights offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. Carr now to throw on 1st down. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One more time for Montgomery. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 2. Back is Carr. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Carr. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, You can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Moody's kick is good. And the Black Knights will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Redwoods offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. And this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence, there on the stop. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Brian Anger now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Black Knights offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Carr going to keep this one. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 3rd and long. Carr trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Black Knights bringing out their punter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will take this one in. 73 yards for the touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Black Knights offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard?
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Redwoods offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, The best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Pass complete to Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Black Knights offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Micah Hyde up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr now. He finds Metcalf on the slant. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Redwoods offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with White. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Columbus first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. This one is caught by Gallup. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Carr. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr now on second down. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Black Knights going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We begin in the gateway to the West in St. Louis, Missouri. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. A.J. Dillon, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These 2 teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll find his running back, White. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10, and that will be a first down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one complete, it's Ian Thomas. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh...
And he will score. Rashad White, touchdown Redwoods.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Play action now. It's Carr. He'll get this complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Mekhi Wingo in there on the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll go play action with Carr. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, get a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. second down throw from Carr. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Columbus first down.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, Carr. This one caught downfield by Flowers. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That's a short throw caught by Komet. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Nice first down catch there by Cole Kmet. And Mike, I've had a chance to spend some time with him in Nashville these last couple summers and at our TEU event that I run with George Kittle and Travis Kelce. And for a big body, for a guy who's just a large guy, he can really bend, he can run, he can get in and out of his break. And I think that's a big reason why, as he's continued to develop, he's a very good run blocker. He's really become that dynamic weapon they thought he would be coming out of Notre Dame just a few years ago.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Back is Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll run with Montgomery. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Black Knights. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Another run here with White. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's Nix to throw. They'll set up the screen to White.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down, Nix. And he gets that to Hardman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll run it with Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing is Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
That's another Vancouver first down. First and 10 at the 25.
Back to throw is Nix. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's second and 2. Throwing, Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 2.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Redwoods. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple.
This is why film study is so important, Mike. It feels to me like the defense recognized that formation from during the week in practice. They knew exactly what was coming, and what's a critical play on that two-point try? Defense is able to get a stop.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Austin now to return this. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to play one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Not much develops there. Get this to about the 43. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down. Now, Carr. And this ball incomplete on third down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been in control of his offense run.
Like through a diarrhea-infected goose.
2 touchdown passes.
Ben goes through
over 200
everyone.
passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Conklin goes in motion. Play action now. It's Nix. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, a run with White. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Black Knights offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Carr working out of the gun. The second down throw is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Carr. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
On the ground, it's White. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's White. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
There's a waterfall, you are just going down. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Nighthawks and the Snowhawks on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we take a look at this Honolulu team as they get ready for this one. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run once more with Stevenson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
Here's Burrow. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Christian Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Rodgers to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mack Wilson, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. 14 carries, 52 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Here again is McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He finds McKinnon. Complete. 7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on third down is Burrow. He finds Watson, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Madison. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Nighthawks offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. But he's got it inside the 10. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams from 4 yards out. And the Nighthawks have moved out in front. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They run once more with McCannon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now Burrow. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. But they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got this complete to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Rodgers going to throw. This one caught by Ridley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Nighthawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dan Arnold, as the first half is winding down.
And the Snowhawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Nighthawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We begin in the gateway to the West in St. Louis, Missouri. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. A.J. Dillon, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Snowhawks offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Third and short, McKinnon. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Burrow looking to pass. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Burrow. Has his man. It's Shakir. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
To the air again, Burrow. A dump down to McKinnon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Dan Arnold, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Snowhawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Burrow on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Handoff. It's McKinnon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Nighthawks 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Man open left side, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. On play action, it's Rodgers. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers again now. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Edwards-Helaire, touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action with Burrow. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the option left, it's Burrow. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Burrow, 28 yards. And the Snowhawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And again, it's Rodgers. Higbee secures it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 10. A minute 38 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. To throw is Rodgers. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This is 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Rodgers to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Anchorage, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Trey Benson. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Caps and the Huskies on Monday night.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the net.
Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go here on Monday night. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie, former Mountaineer out of West Virginia.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got his man, that's Slayton, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can...
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball, and they talk about the points of pressure, and the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Back to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown Caps. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Caps will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. As we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown receptions for the year. Right to the air, it's Cousins. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The Caps offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. Not much develops there. You'll get this to about the 43. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Taking off, and he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Benson.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
On now for 4th down, Trenton Gill will punt it away. The Huskies offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like
pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Caps offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to the air one more time. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd and 5.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain there of 11. And that will be a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Puka. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. On the zone read, a give to Benson. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. Again, it's Benson. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Caps will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Benson. Good blocking, and he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown Caps. His 12th touchdown of the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Caps move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Huskies offense ready to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Cousins to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough 1st half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Now, Cousins. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Whose kick is good. And the Huskies are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Caps offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw again. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. One final throw before the break. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We begin in the gateway to the West in St. Louis, Missouri. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. A.J. Dillon, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Huskies. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Huskies are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cats offense and Puka Nacua getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Smith on the right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about.
Still first down.
On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A 41. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 13.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A pass complete there to Smith.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Unloads downfield looking for Nacua.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a run. He is in. Trey Benson. Touchdown Caps. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. It's 2nd down. Cousins. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st down, Cousins. He's got his man Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown, who was hurt on that last play. Second down, Cousins. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away, and probably should have just thrown it away.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That is catch number 60 for the season. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Caps will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Third and 6. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Cousins gonna throw. And this is gonna be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cousins to throw. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Cousins. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Cousins now to throw on first down. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Man in motion is Brown. They run on the jet sweep, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They send the tight end in motion. Now, Cousins. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, it's Benson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again with Benson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move to James. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A run with Benson. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run, and here's Benson. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A give. Here's Benson. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision.
To the goal line and in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown Caps. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Caps will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 1st and 10, Cousins. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Cousins. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now, Cousins. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Benson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.
Weaponized.